My next show.
What's good, my beautiful people, and my ugly people as well? You're about to watch an episode of Charlie Sloth's wrap-up. Now, the show normally lives on the iPlayer, but it only lives there for 30 days, and my beautiful friends from outside of the UK can't watch the show, so now we're bringing it here to YouTube. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Now remember, if you want to watch exclusive episodes of the wrap-up, you've got to go to the BBC iPlayer. You can do that by clicking right here. You see that there? Magic, fam, man's like dynamo. I'm a magician inside. The wrap-up, cuz, get involved. Welcome to the last episode of Charlie Sloth's Wrap Up. Your weekly dose of everything that's popping in the world of hip-hop, rap, and grime. Now, I do hope over the last year, this show was entertained. But now it's gone. Things will never be the same again. But today, it's all about one guy who I know can understand my pain. It's a man like Michael. Let's make it rain. Oh gosh, welcome to the last episode of Charlie Sloth's Wrap Up, the last of this series. This is the last time you're gonna see my beautiful face down in this basement. All good things come to an end, so my mom told me. That's why I'm forever dumping shit. Done no. Now, we will be back in April with something bigger and better. It's gonna be amazing. But right now, for the last time ever, let's check out this week's hottest new music videos. Oh gosh.
Some dark, girls get drawn like funny tummy art. Old school cause I still put money in a jar. Parties get crashed like dummies in the car.
And it's only the best that I'm standing next to. Why they wanna call my name? Why they wanna call my name? I don't really talk much, really talk tough.
Little Poppy and the king of the beef. Lil Chippy won't bring it to me. He's only trying to have a battle with the rappers that he thinks he can beat.
They don't want no drama, they don't want no smoke. Tremzy, I'm the new wave. FTI gonna blow.
Coming up on the show this week, we've got an exclusive interview and live performance courtesy of Mikill Pane. But first, let's check in with this week's in-house producers who go by the name of Ozone Music. So I'm joined by Ozone Music. What's going on, lads?
What's going on, bro?
Good? You right? What's happening, bro? Good? First things first, the name, where's it come from?
We've got a whole movement, we've got Ozone movement, we've got a whole organisation. It's more than just music. It's more than just a team, do you know what I mean? It's more than just a production thing, it's just a whole lifestyle, that's what we call it anyway, so.
What records have you lads been responsible for?
In the Zone by Nave Smalls.
We alone, we just hit the zone.
Mux and Gigs, which is on Hood Heat Volume 2. Rich Dreams for 30 WAP.
What three records have you got for me here today? What's the first one called?
Artillery.
That's bad, the bass is wild on that. 808 is cutting through,
Yeah,
man.
that's what it is, we're about the 808. We do a lot of trap music, so we do a lot of trap.
What's the second one called?
Confessions, a bit more of a storyteller.
Yeah.
That's sick as well, man. Production's tight, bro. Like, even the mix is so clean. Percussion cut through. What's the third one?
Dope.
Dope. Production's tight. Now I've got to pick one to play throughout the whole show today. The record you're gonna hear throughout the entire show today, courtesy of the Ozone boys, it's gonna be dope. Oh gosh. Yeah. Alright lads, big up, man.
Yeah.
Respect, man. Nice to meet you, lads.
Respect,
Keep killing that air. So now I'm joined in the basement for the last interview of this series by the one and only Mikill Pane. What's happening, bro?
I'm good, thank you, brother. Cheers for having me. I made it by the skin of my teeth.
Let's take it way back to when you first got into rapping. How old was you and what made you want to pick up a mic?
I started like proper taking rap seriously quite late, like 19. I tried my hand at like poetry and MC into garage. Went on a couple of like pirate radio stations with my DJ, like my mate Daniel. He was my DJ at the time. We just used to hit up like Mystic FM whenever we could and any other
Mystic
pirate
a few
stations.
times.
Yeah, Mystic was the one.
Yeah,
like,
I remember Mystic.
You know, we used to look up to the heavyweights, you know, the Nasty crews and Pay As You Go and Heartless crews and, you know, like I said, all the champions. And I just kind of felt that we were always underdogs. And I felt it was because, like, lyrically, I felt I was just saying too much sometimes. So I thought, slow it down, just get into rap. Then you can kind of put a better message across, if you like. Because obviously, garage and and grime, and it still is, it's about the hype, innit? So sometimes if I wanted to put across something thoughtful, pensive, then garage and grime, they weren't the mediums to do that. So yeah, I slowed it down and just went to rap. So I'd say about 19 years old, joined the rap crew, but they had a different message to me, so I left and just kind of struck out on my own, do you know what I mean?
And the name, where does the name come from?
Mikill just means ill on the mic. And Pane is because I've been wearing glasses for so long, I feel like I've been looking through window panes. Since I was like 9 or 10, I've been wearing glasses.
So is it Mikill? It's not Michael?
It's Mikill, you can say Michael.
Early on, when I first started playing your music, I was unsure of how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
And I was like...
A lot of people are, but the main sort of mispronunciation is Mikill. And I'll accept that once. And then when I tell people, and if they carry on calling me Mikill, then I just kind of ignore them. Say they can't be talking to me, you know what I mean?
Big man thing then way there. When it comes to freestyle platforms, there's only one that really matters. There's only one that really holds weight. There's only one. There can only be one that is certified. Yes, I'm talking about fire in the booth. And this week, we've got a real legend in this thing. Everybody has been waiting for this fire in the booth, and I promise you, it ain't gonna let you down. I'm talking about K to the A, Kano. Oh gosh, here are some highlights.
Home sweet home was my off the wall, but still I got a thriller in me, everybody wound. Cause that's how you get up, it's not even bountiful. Not the most fame, but they'll put me in the hole. The elephant is in the room, where's the lions in this bitch? Even sleeping giants wake up and take piss. Too many gangsters, not enough gentlemen. Too many bosses, not enough apprentices. Too many ride-alongs, not enough menaces. How them young bucks go on know not to keep evidence. Lyrics flow show, that's the three elements. Show a man your verse, that's MC etiquette.
The game right now is so exciting. There's so much going on.
Absolutely.
In terms of the culture, it's never been as big and as accepted as it is right now.
Absolutely.
What's your take on things right now?
Exactly the same as yours. It's super exciting. Like, even just looking at Twitter and seeing how Nines, for instance, is selling out shows in like 1 minute. Pretty sure like Scraps, for instance, has just sold out a show as we speak. Do you know what I mean? Legends are coming back. Kano. People are linking up with like the new generation, Wretch and Avellino, getting the cosigns. Even though, you know, people always say, oh, it's not important getting the transatlantic cosign, but I think it is. Even people that say that don't really believe it themselves, mainly being because the US is the foundation of rap music. It's the birthplace of rap music. So if you're not looking for a cosign from at least someone in the US, then I just don't think you're moving correctly. For me, the transatlantic cosigns are very important. They shouldn't be what people like strive for. Like I said, I think they're crucial. I love the way that even if it's not straight sort of definitive hip hop, we are getting like really cool cosigns from, you know, the biggest MCs in the world. You know, the Kanyes, the Drakes. They're all looking to the UK now. It's amazing. It's the perfect time to be an MC, I think.
You're fully immersed in the scene and culture. Like, anyone who follows you on Insta or Twitter, some of your captions, bro, they're timeless. Like, certain times I'll just go and check your page to check out some of your captions. Like, mad artistic. Do you think you bring that all over into your music?
Yeah, definitely. My forte is my pun game. Whenever I put a pun on an Instagram caption, it's just to stay fit. Just like a fighter will go gym, you know, spar and that. Just to keep it at the forefront of your mind. I only ever do it to stay lyrically fit. Even before Instagram, I remember I used to get like Polaroids and stuff. I always used to write a little caption in a little space rather than just writing who was in the photo. I'd write something silly or something that I thought was quite witty to describe what was going on in the photo. It's just something I've taken over from like tangible photos to digital photos, you know what I mean? It all goes towards helping me be a better MC, a better writer in general.
BBC Radio 1 Extra. Yeah, infamous. Legendary. Let's see who passed through the studios this week.
You brought flows out of gigs that I didn't think gigs had in him.
Yeah, man. He stepped up crazy, like.
I think you're the only person that could get that out of him.
He felt like, you know, I got the better of him a couple times. Previous. So he was like, nah,
you are the only person that went on pow and said, right, I want 16.
I asked him for about 16. He was like, no, how much are you doing? Yeah. Then I tried to turn up to his studio with the instrumental. Then he's like, no, play your version.
Me and Tyson Bedford, came and we were like making jokes in the corner. But he, you know, Michael Jackson, like, he's just like being nosy. Like, he was laughing and stuff. He was cursing, by the way.
What cursing? What do you mean cursing?
When I sat next to him, he started like, you know,
Swearing
when I got in conversation with him, he got cursive because I guess he deals with so many white people and corporate individuals that they treat him like a kid. He talks back like a kid.
Your trainer game is pretty mad. Like,
I'm in the beaters today.
Yeah, I noticed. I was a bit disappointed. I thought, what's he gonna come with today? There's not many people in the UK or out there in general that I look at their posts and sometimes I get envy. Because there's certain
I didn't think that was possible with you.
Yeah, no, there's certain creps that you've dropped that I'm like, I ain't got them. I'm not gonna declare it, but I ain't got them.
It's the same way though, that's the thing. It is the same, like with you, like when I see, especially when you do that, you count how many days you've been wearing a different pair of shoes for. I'm like, cool, safe, he's beaten me already, do you know what I mean? I do know my kit game is strong.
What's your favourite pair?
In history, it's gotta be the Air Max 90, the OG Air Max 90, the infrared. Has to be like, that was my shoe of choice on my album cover. I've only actually got 2 pairs of them. Like I've got a 2003 issue, which are battered, but I've got another pair from, I think 2012, which are in good nick. But yeah, they're definitely my favourite pair.
And what's that one pair in your collection that is like, oh, I can't believe I got that?
Of late, it's probably the Stussy Air Max 95.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got a decent relationship with Nike.
I see you posting. That was a pair that I was quite envious of.
I missed them. I thought I missed them. And my intercom, the buzzer went one day, literally out of the blue. I answer the door and I'm thinking it's like Jehovah's Witnesses or something. Got a pair of shoes for you from Nike. I was like, oh, sick. It must be like a new pair that they just want to send me. But then when I opened them up, it was the Stussy Air Max 95s, and Nike told me that they didn't have any pairs left. So I remember looking at Professor Green's Instagram and seeing them and thinking, oh, why has he got them? And I ain't. Of late, that's probably the pair that I'm like really glad I got. Really love the Comme des Garçons Nike Blazers as well, the low ones there. I really like them. It's the collaborative shoe, the red sock dart as well. Love those as well because I was a big Presto fan when I was a kid. To get a pair of the sock darts was that was pretty cool.
Gangsters, Sloth, for the last time, what's good with it? It's your boy Tino Kamal, and today I'm down at Underground Shoes. Let's get cracking. Here we got the Sonic sandals. Ridiculous.
Flex.
Silver croc leather, the double strap on the bottom, on the top, thick heel, high sole. All right, here we got the Wolf Run Creepers with the Finny Pet. Hold up. I'm liking the curtain laces for the playful element. Holographic 3M exterior, and I'm liking the suede interior. All right, here we got the jungle boots from the Soundwave collection. These are serious. All right, what I'm liking about this one is the distorted heel, the Lamborghini matte black colorway, and the little distorted kind of lace structure going up the sides, Lord of the Ring-ish. For drop 4, we got, I don't even know what this is, but what is this called? The Knox Trainers. I'm liking the little vortex pattern here on the side for the Soundwave collection, the patent leather, the pony fur, and the real snakeskin. It's the last episode, I had to give you a bonus drop. Soundwave socks. All right, these are gonna get 4.5 yaks. They're unisex. Everything's unisex to me anyway, I don't care. 5 yaks, had to. These are definitely 5 yaks. These two can go together. I've got socks with it this time, 5 yaks. It's been emotional. 52 episodes of nothing but pure dope drops. Charlie, Gangsters. Peace.
Man like Tino Kamal, yikes, it's being emotional. The series is coming to an end, but I'm pretty sure I'll see you again soon. Don't know. Oosh. Now, new EP's just dropped. Let's talk about that. What's made you want to go into the EP zone?
The thing is, I've probably released way more EPs than albums. I can't even remember off the top of my head exactly how many EPs I've released. To go back to it, it was because I just thought consumerism in general now, it's so fast-paced, innit? Like, things are old in like weeks now. If you think you can put out a body of work, unless you're, you know, an Adele or an Ed Sheeran or an Arctic Monk, do you know what I mean? Like, unless you're a huge worldwide established act, you can't think you can put out a project and sort of work that project for a year, 2 years. It's so fast-paced that you have to try and keep up with the pace as much as possible. So I thought to myself, this year, I'm just gonna be as productive as possible. And I think, obviously I put a lot of thought and I put a lot of love into any sort of creation that I put out. But with an album, it's so much more, like so much more time gets spent. Like my first album, my only album, Blame Miss Barkley, you know, they say it takes your whole life to write your first album, and it really does, you know. I was sort of going back to some of my first experiences with the autobiographical tracks, but there were a lot of stories on the album as well, which took a lot of time to not only write, but see how characters in the stories could appear in other songs, and all the sort of characters could be sort of intertwined, it was almost like a soap opera. If you listen to it from beginning to end, you can see how loads of the different characters meet and stuff like that. With an EP, with this particular EP, I just thought just bars now. Like, I went to the Last Skeptics studio and we just thought, let's just make a hip hop EP. Put thought into it, but not put too much thought into it.
Still to come on the show this week, we've got an exclusive live performance from Mikill Pane and all the gossip from our US correspondent, Valerie Lora. Oh gosh. The collab game is wild. Let's talk about some of the collabs. The first one's gotta be Doc.
Doc, I've looked up to for years, man.
How did you get him rapping again?
I don't know. I think it was the right time. He's actually about to sort of make a comeback.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm just happy that my EP was a precursor to the comeback, if you like. We're friends, and we both present radio shows on the same station. I used to look up to him loads at Dill Real. He used to host at Dill Real Record Store, and I used to bunk uni to go there on a Friday to see like the in-stores like Africa Bambaataa, Rhymefest, Lupe Fiasco, Kanye, Mos Def. They all used to pass through there. So this was like the mecca. You know, Skinny Man was about them times, like all the time. Low Key. I remember Low Key coming up to me one time, we did the open mic, and just going, oh, you're one of the best MCs I've ever heard. And that has stuck with me to this day. So Poisonous Poets, I looked up to them, but especially Doc and Low Key. Fast forward a few years, he didn't know who I was, but obviously I was very aware of him. And then I saw him playing a role in a drama. I can't remember what it was called now. I tweeted to him to say, look, man, I used to look up to you so much at Dill Real, and it's sick to see you sort of smashing it, like, you know, on our TV screens now, obviously with Ricky Gervais, and do you know what I mean? He was killing it. So he tweeted back and he was just like, yeah, I love your stuff. So I was like, sick, like this guy who was, you know, one of my idols is actually sort of communicating with me. Then he interviewed me on his radio show. I just never left the station. I got 2 shows there now. I just asked him, I said, look, do you want to jump on this tune? And it's also got Jordan Stevens from Rizzle Kicks on there. On the subject of Jordan, you know, obviously he's one half of Rizzle Kicks, and I genuinely think he's one of the most underrated MCs.
He's a good MC.
Yeah.
I remember him before the whole Rizzle Kicks.
Exactly. He knows more about hip hop than the next MC, I swear down. He doesn't get the ratings because they made it so big, and obviously they made it into the pop charts and stuff. I always say to people, like, you wouldn't disrespect De La Soul, so why would you disrespect Rizzle Kicks? There are many aspects, there are many facets of hip hop. You don't have to be road, you can just do what you're doing, and if people love it, I think that's testament to your ability as an MC.
Yeah, I respect.
You know what I mean?
Hey Charlie, it's your girl Valerie Lora coming to you from New York City with the last Gossip Girl in this series. So Kendrick Lamar hit us with a surprise album release after LeBron James tweeted TDE's CEO. After that Kendrick Lamar Grammy performance, you have to release those Untitled tracks ASAP. What's up? Talk to me. Untitled Unmastered is comprised of 8 untitled tracks recorded between 2013 and 2016. Oh, and Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz 5-year-old son Egypt also produced the second half of track 7, which also features his vocals. In Kanye West rant news, Yeezy vowed to never release another CD again.
The Yeezus album packing was an open casket to CDs, RIP, so there it is. No more CDs from me.
Post Malone will be one of the support acts on Justin Bieber's 64-date North American Purpose Tour. Meek Mill is appealing his house arrest sentence, which prohibits him from recording music for 3 months while on house arrest. And finally, Young Thug took to riding a horse down into Atlanta to promote his forthcoming tour.
Yeah.
That's all from me, Charlie. I'm Valerie Lora. Can't believe we reached the end of this series. Hope to see you guys soon.
Oh gosh, thanks for that, Valerie, for the last time ever. That was emotional. No doubt I will see you soon. Oh gosh, Valerie Lora. Now, bro, this is where it gets tricky in the interview. Top 5 UK records of all time. Starting with number 5.
Number 5 has got to be M-Beat and General Levy. Incredible.
Wow, great choice. First person to call that out.
Big tune.
Big tune. Game changer as well.
Absolutely. Number 4, When I'm Here by Roll Deep.
Big.
Number 3, P's and Q's by Kano.
Classic.
Number 2, Boo.
Dynamite.
Yeah, Sticky and Dynamite.
That was a huge record.
Massive.
Don't really hear that in the top 5 enough, you know? That done so much for the game.
Yeah, people overlook female MCs too much.
Still to this day.
Even when they say they don't, they do.
Yeah, still to this day.
What I mean? And I hate the term femc, by the way.
Horrible.
A woman that MCs is an MC.
Yeah.
Number 1, this is the most recent, but it's had the biggest impact on me in a while. It has to be Man Don't Care by Jamie and Giggs.
Such a big record.
Massive. Timeless. Genuinely timeless.
Massive. That's a big number 1. Big record, man.
Absolutely.
Oh gosh, what a year it's been. Over the last 12 months, we have given you a real insight into the world of hip-hop and grime. Yes, we have brought you some incredible live performances, we have made you laugh, and we have shown you what's good in the hood. But all good things do come to an end, just like this show. But fear not, I've put together a 1-minute taster of my most memorable moments. Sit back, relax, I beg don't cry.
I'm looking good, you know.
Are you really a millionaire?
No.
It was lying.
Brits get booked, Rabina and Capri. Don't gas me. I was on the back streets, couldn't catch me.
Summer Jam in New York City.
Alright, nah, that is disgusting. Alright, nah, that is foul.
The rule is back and I'm in charge.
Anywhere I go, I made a gang go.
We got the homie Little Dirk.
Yeah, Lil Durk's cool.
Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from?
It's fabulous. We're here at his recording studio. Who don't write?
A lot of people don't write.
I swear, yeah, they stupid. I told them like Nike, for the kicks, I just do it.
One of us is gonna get dog food.
How do dogs do it?
Done though. What's a good day for you, fam?
Not having nothing to do.
Say these girls ain't loyal, but me and you can be royal.
How long you been producing for, bro?
3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
My mouth telling me yes.
That's fucking disgusting.
Joining me on my wrap-up show is a very, very, very special guest, Charlie Sloth.
7 or 8 brownings.
Couldn't get a verse, he's too interesting. I don't change color, but they call me a colored man.
End of the road, I can't let go.
I'm Melrose, son. I should have been a Richards.
Well, bro, you're gonna perform for us right now, yeah?
Yep.
Something brand new from the EP?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Gangsters with no vowels. I remember being at Notting Hill Carnival one time with one of my pals. He's a middle-class white boy, innit? I remember we were walking through, it was the end of Carnival, and there were loads of groups of, dudes just like milling around, not doing anything. And I could kind of tell by his body language that he felt a little bit like intimidated. And then I remember him referring to these kids as gangs, and I was just thinking, how do you know that they're not in uni, or this is where it starts to shine through? Do not get caught up in that trap of just referring to every group of black boys in the inner city as a gang, because you need to know who the real gangsters are, do you know what I mean? I think, yeah, that was definitely my inspiration for writing that tune.
So I do hope you guys have enjoyed watching the show over the last 52 weeks. We're gonna be back in April with something brand new, bigger and fresh. It's gonna be a mad thing. But closing up the wrap up for the last episode of this series is Mikill Pane with Gangsters. My bro, take to the stage, man.
Do you proud, brother?
Gosh, respect my bro.
Yeah, I big up Charlie Sloth. This is the wrap up. I go by the name of Mikill Pane. Shout out to the last skeptic. Let him see it is out now. Yeah. If you drive for a few miles in your car, you'll see things that could turn a smile into a scar. Some of today's kids are mad to the max. They would probably fit in where the wild things are. They used to blame 2 things in the old days: gangster rap music and video games. The problem was too big for richer folks to stay. Then the middle class moved in and it didn't go away. Right now they're repping it hard on that corner. High-powered weapons and cars like Transporter. People talk about them as if they've got a nerve to live. The same people that voted for the friggin' Conservatives. Why do you think they haven't got an F word to give? Most of them don't know the meaning of the word forgive. The ones that learn are the ones that know Rick Ross bars. As far as they're concerned, that's something that only God does. The cool youth came, everybody thought the mood changed. Drug rings would have been smashed if it wasn't for the food chain. All they want to do is reach the top of it. Eat until the bottom isn't involved, meaning don't stop for shit. That's what the logic is. But logic is a dodgy biz, life's a bitch and often they're misogynists. It's hard to figure it out cause women are the ones that raised them, and father figures are now just figments of imagination. They might as well be invisible cause nobody's discovered how to stare through a prison wall. It's pitiful. I pity fools that think the culture's dying cause the situation's critical. It's a tragic problem. The illness won't just vanish like the myth of Magic Johnson. They're fucking for the funds cause the roots don't need to be legal. Stunting like money's the root of evil Knievel. But the government's just a group of greedier people. I want another word for the dudes we see as deceitful. There's gotta be a name for those that truly fuck up shit. Cause politician isn't really doing it justice. The game belongs to them and it's impossible to stop it. They save a lot of pennies with the coppers in their pockets. The law's on their side, so they're chilling in mansions, laughing while you're labeling the children gangsters. Shout out to Charlie Sloth once again. Let him see it, EP's out now. Big up the rapper, big up Tinchy Strider. Thank you.